Welcome back, Back40 Fam, to the Talon knife part 7. This video will probably be a little bit longer than usual. This is the Saturday that I premiered Tonto part 6. So this is, if you remember where we are at, I'm gonna actually soften up this part. It's a little uneven. I'm gonna try and fix that. And something I found when I was looking at it before I came outside is, I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to get it in the camera, see if I can take a picture for it. You can see that nice little warp. There's just a tad bit of a warp, and most of it, good thing it was not sharp yet. Well, it kind of is sharp up there. Most of that is just the tang. Let's see, sorry, I'm chewing gum because when you're with the respirator and you're grinding, you get really bored and your breath starts to really stink. So I always have a piece of gum in there. Little tip of the day. I just started doing that and it seems to work very well. But you can see that right up there. So I'm going to be working on the tang today. Yeah, see that? Get all up in there, but you can see that little piece right there. So I'm going to do a little bit more handle work. Get this, I didn't get it really good enough the way I wanted it. We're gonna make it sharp, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll have a hole drilled, everything's tidied up, and the next part you'll see me hand sanding my hands off. So I'm gonna finish this off at a 120. Finish it off at a 220, and then go 220, then 400, and then something else I'm trying to figure out. Should I do the bevel on one grit? Say I do 1,000 grit on the bevel, and then on the flat I can do 800, and on the spine I can do 1,500 because I only have up to 1,500. You know, just different grits to make your eyes pop. So we'll see what I want to do. I might do a little video during the week before I handstand to get y'all's opinion. But other than that, as always with this channel, let's get into some time lapse. Alright, I almost grinded it too thin. Homeschool was the bestest thing that ever happened to me. So I'm actually, when I soften the tang, I'm just gonna hammer it over a little bit, tap it over. You can see it's, sorry if the camera angle's not good, but let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that's as thin as I'm gonna get that guy. I'll fine tune it when I do the guard. I don't know if it looks that warped on camera, but yeah. I might fine tune a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead, throw my table back up on here. I am going to grind the rest of the bevels, and I might throw it on the jig set to 0 basically, so flat, so I can get the back dialed in. So yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna actually, hold on, I'm gonna get this back curved out a little bit better, and then I'm gonna fine tune the tang a little bit more, and then we'll go put on the table. Alright. This is the other side. And then here's this side. Where the marker's gonna be is gonna be where the bevel is. And yeah, I kinda wanted to leave it like that, having just a little bit of a ridge up in there. I kinda like that look. But yeah, it looks pretty okay on the back. To me, I'm gonna have to do some more work up here. I'm gonna trim that out, I think. This daggone tang. Alright, I know if I'll be able to point this out, but you see how this is kind of like sloped up in there? So that is my problem, is this tang is just gone berserk. So I think I might have to heat it back up again. Put it in the vise and heat it up. I don't know. I'll have to see, because it will not, if I put that in the handle like that, that ain't gonna work. I think I'm gonna put it in the jig really quick to get that done and out of the way with. My battery just died. So I'm gonna go put this battery, charge it, and then put in my other battery. So I'll see you when I'm going. Alright, the tang is pretty thin, but as thin as I'm gonna get it. Tell you what, that jig works like a charm. But now that done, trying to decide if I need to do the bevels first. I'm gonna fit up the guard. And then I'm going to do the sharpening last. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fit up the guard and everything like that. And the reason why is because in part 6, I kind of messed up. And you can see that mess up right here. So there's a little bit of a, you can see that gap. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I got some really nice angle iron from a friend, but I think I'm gonna save these two for in case I get another warp. What you do is to say, if I just quenched this, I realized that if it had a warp, I could take the other one. That warp is, alright. Now, what I can do is I can put C-clamps, because most C-clamps are all metal. Just make sure it doesn't have a zinc coating or stuff like that, because then that will heat up. That has toxic fumes. Learned that from a friend. But basically, you clamp, and then while it's tempering, it will straighten out. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this. So I'm not gonna use these. Might do this. This is nice and light. This, I think this is a little bit too thick. This is all scrap metal. I would do it out of a rasp, but I am currently out of files. I should be getting files on Monday because my sister is doing a farrier's clinic. But basically, it's a big old nail file for those who do not know. Alright, so I figured it out. I'm gonna use this from about here to here. I'll show you the design I kind of came up with in a second. I'm gonna test it first with a scrap piece of steel, just to make sure I know what I need to do. And I'm gonna use some scrap metal that I have so I don't accidentally ruin this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll show you what the guard hopefully is gonna look like. Alright, very rough. It'll probably end up 6 ways from Sunday within about an hour. But this is roughly, it's just something to make sure my pinky and the rest of my fingers don't slide down, and then just a little nookie thing right down there. So let's go ahead. I need to file that corner a little bit better, and now that thing is soft. It should be easy for filing. Now what I'm gonna use is this square little guy. Easy peasy, as Alex Stu would say. And hey, guess what? We're gonna do some more time lapse. Alright, take one. Drill bit is too big. I'm gonna make it longer. And my tang size is this. I'm horrible at reading them. So anyways, I'm gonna try again with a 1/8 size drill bit, if I still have any of those. I changed out the drill bit because that 1/8 size was dead. Alright, so the top one are the two that I just did. I'm gonna go ahead, file. There's some work in there to do. Alrighty guys, so you know when I straightened out that tang because I wanted to make it look nice so it's a lot easier for guard fit up and everything like that? Yeah, I just shot myself in the foot. And why I say that, God, it's so warped. Well, it's also sitting crooked, but let me show you. So this is with my smallest file. My smallest file focus, you see, see that right there? So, yeah, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do a guard on here because I made this thing too flippin' small. So that's why I said I think I just shot myself in the foot. Yeah. And I really don't want to have two nice huge gaps in my knife. But that would be secondary compared to safety. You know what I'm gonna do? I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and drill this. Drill it, fit it. Cause as you can see, there's that little bit of overhang. Alright, I'll be back. Hopefully a little bit less frustrated. And with a game plan. I might go ahead and take a lunch break. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, I'll be back. I will be back before you know it. Alrighty guys, I think I know now what was going on. It was, the angle was wrong. So at the end of that Sharpie mark is where I have to file everything down now. Because I'll show you what it's doing. This, and there's a nice gap type thing that's going on here. I don't know if y'all can see that. There you go, there's that. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to lower it, and I didn't realize how much I needed to lower it. So yeah, basically where that Sharpie is where I'm gonna get it. But I'm out of time today. It is 3:30. People will be showing up in an hour or two, and I gotta do some cleaning up in the house. And I'm not gonna close it out, depending, because I'm gonna edit this to see where I'm at in the time. So if it's gone on to around 12 minutes, you'll see future self end out this video. But I will see you sometime this week, maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I hope y'all have a great couple seconds. Alrighty guys, it is now 9 o'clock at night, too many people in the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off all of that material with a file. Alrighty guys, after most of the day, took a break at church. I can get this little thing up here. This is basically how it's gonna look. Got that pretty much dialed in, you know what I mean, jelly bean. And if your mind went to that place. Anyways, so this is how she's gonna end up looking like. I'm going to close it out here because I have no idea how long this video is gonna go. And I'm cold, and I'm going inside. And I have work tomorrow, 9 to 5. And my average day at working tomorrow, or my average walking distance is 6 miles. So, long day tomorrow, and then I'll probably work on it sometime. But I gotta work on the other knives, and I will see y'all next time. But anyways guys, remember, Jesus loves you, I love you, and y'all please have a fantastic day.